The 8-bit Hall has released a new cake. It's already 2025. I didn't expect it. Or the Tiger Hunter True Wireless version NS version. Wired version, Light Chasing version. Xbox Edition, Xbox Pro Edition, Youth Edition. Various versions are only you can't think of. There is no 8-bit Hall that can't come out of the fox hunting constellation. And this time he ushered in the fox hunting constellation. 2. Seeing the action of this arrangement, I often play games. Needless to say, I understand. This is a true wireless NS version. The Orion packaging says that it supports Switch and PC platforms. The other is the PC version. Only PC and Android are supported. I got 2 leather colors for the limited edition. As for the color of this handle, isn't it big enough to be yellow and green? In addition to the action sword, the cross sword and the joystick are dark gray. The rest of the parts are this highly saturated yellow and green. This color is placed in a pile of black and white handles. At a glance, it is very eye-catching. Although it looks like the Fox Hunt, it has actually been upgraded from the inside out. The action button still uses a conductive glue scheme, but replaced with a more durable conductive glue. There are 5 million comments. The Holpe Split TM2 joystick used in the joystick has a diamond ring. There is RGB energy efficiency. Can also be linked with buttons. It even changes the light accordingly based on the trigger travel. It seems that this light-chasing version of the light has also been added to the second generation. The cross button is a pot slice solution. It feels like silicone pads should be added to increase the feel. The other functional buttons on the front are all state-loaded P schemes. In addition to the double S key at the top, there is also a square key to quickly take a screenshot on the NS side. First, the number button switches the joystick with one click, and also the light configuration button. The configuration of the switching handle. All functional buttons are arranged in a micro-arrangement. It's quite convenient to press. Suddenly, for 2 were on the shoulder. The 2 buttons on the back have moderate pressure, and the risk is not great. The trigger has been upgraded to a double-cut trigger. The long process is the short process of Hall linear trigger. Feels very much like a tactile switch. The feel of the tune is not bad. The true wireless base is also inherited. The first generation of the continuation picks up automatic connection. Drop the traditional receiver that charges automatically. Stored at the bottom interface. Upgraded from the previous USB-A port to a C port. Is that possible to play directly with 2.4G with a mobile phone? I didn't expect that. It really couldn't be said in terms of feel, needless to say. After all, it is still a Fox Hunt. So whether it's lying down or looking at the feel, or the trigger part of the expansion button, which is very convenient and superior, there are 248.2 grams, which is about 6 grams heavier than the previous generation. It doesn't feel much to hold. This wave of upgrades can be said to have risen very thoroughly. You can even change the shell to get a new handle. But the 8 guards Hall has nothing to do. He still came out of the fox hunting constellation. So did the dignified fox hunter save your life? In terms of price adjustment, the center point defaults to about 10% dead and unreal. The error rate of sexual death in the outer circle is about 6.5%. In the official software, the joystick can be adjusted to no dead mode testing. Can truly not die. Because the internal structure has been changed, the cross key has been replaced with a silicone movie price overload film. There is no case of connecting keys, but like me, it's swayed up and down. Sometimes the surrounding 2 key values are triggered. The trigger long key travel is linear. The key value varies evenly. After relating to the short key travel, it is nonlinear. Both the return rate test is limited and the 2.4G mode stabilizes above 200 Hz. The average resolution is stable at around 350. The knowledge is evenly distributed. The handle vibration is more delicate on the right side of the asymmetrical rotor Wada test. The left side is more powerful. There is no abnormal noise during the vibration process. The parameters of the handle can be realized through Boitang's own app. Support key mapping, red recording modification, joystick dead zone, change triggers, completed to adjust the vibration intensity. Change, light. After all, the color and other operations are truly wireless. NS version of the rear seat 2 switch 2 is also necessarily the standard configuration supported. Euro is also very enjoyable to run a military carriage with friends. At this time, you can see the benefits of multiple configurations and switchability. You can record all the moves you often play at once. When changing games, no need to connect. App is set. Directly press the configuration key in the middle of the handle to switch freely. This is quite convenient. When playing fighting games, you can directly set up point moves on the 4 expansion buttons. It is very enjoyable to trigger the move directly in 1 second. Finally, the process is simple. The screws behind the dismantling machine are hidden, so you need to remove the shim at the grip. Only then can you see the screw handle inside. The interior also continues the consistent transmission of the 8 cousins. Very neat. The motor uses an asymmetrical rotor motor. The socket scheme used for the connection with the motherboard is used for the battery compartment capacity. This upgrade to 1000 mAh, which means that the capacity of the original 480 mAh is indeed too small. This time it has more than doubled. The joystick is a Hall-Pie split TM2 joystick. Even for the accuracy of the joystick calculation, the joystick is given separately. Added a conductive exchange case where the ABXY key of the computing chip is still used. The lifespan increased to 5 million times. The solid bond is an overload sheet with a silicone pad. Banky is a combination of the Haljiang green rat. Gradually 4 expansion buttons, the same tactile switch scheme. The RGB of the joystick ring touch is lit by multiple lamp beads inside. To prevent light leakage, perforated silicone upholstery is also added to isolate the lights. It can be said that the interior is very meticulous. After the demolition, it can be seen that Bao Weitang is really from the inside out. Upgraded the back seat of the Hunter. As long as you change your shell, who knew he was a backseat hunter? From the start, in 22 years to the present, Bao Weitang has been polishing the back seat of the Hunt for more than 3 years. As far as the grip of the back seat and the game filling are concerned, it is indeed polished not badly. Hunt 2 also added RGB TM2 joystick, 1000 mAh large battery double spot cutting machine, 4 expansion buttons. For the old Fox Hunter to be a player, it is really difficult. Movement. But will the starter of 299 be charged?